everybody, Mrs. Hales here with another art lesson. I wanted to tell you about this really cool opportunity that I have coming up this summer. I'm going to be teaching a class at the Hanover Arts and Activities Center June 21st through 25th, and we're going to be painting some storm drains around the town of Ashland in that camp. So if you're interested in doing that, you can sign up for that. The storm drains are where our stormwater runoff goes, and that water eventually feeds to the Chesapeake Bay. So we're trying to paint the storm drains with an environmentally themed message, letting people know not to put any like chemicals or pesticides or trash down in those storm drains. So they're going to be fun and fun pictures and paintings with important environmentally themed messages. So if you'd like to sign up for that, it's through the Hanover Arts and Activities Center in Ashland. What we're going to be doing today is adding color to our cherry blossom branch still life. Supplies you're going to need include your drawing from last class. You need blue watercolor paint, and you need a brush and a water cup, and you need your oil pastels. Or you just need a pink and white oil pastels and a couple browns. I don't guess it matters where you start. If you want to color your flowers first, you can. I would definitely work left to right. I just started with my branches, working left to right. I colored one side of my branch darker brown, and then I blended that with a lighter brown stripe so it would help them look, you know, more round, like they have form. Like one side is lighter, like a highlight, and one side is darker, like a shadow. When I was coloring my flowers in, I started in the center with my darkest pink, and then I put my lightest pink outside of that, on top of that a little bit, darker pink, and then I put my white on top of, well, not all of the pinks, but the most of the pinks, and then my white on the edges or outsides of the petals. So I really used my white to blend everything together. You might only have one pink in your set. You might just have red in your set and white. So if that's the case, you're going to put a light, so don't push down hard, little bit of red in the center of your flower, and then you're just gonna blend that color with the white to make your pink. Just almost like if you were painting, but you're gonna be painting with your oil pastels. I have two different pinks and white. I worked left to right, just like I did with my branch. Here I'm doing my dark pink, then I'm going to come in with my light pink, layer it over the outside edges of my dark pink area, leaving the outside edges of my petal with the white paper, and then going over all that pink and blank white paper with white, leaving the center just that one dark pink layer. Once in a while, I like to clean off my oil pastels with paper towels, so that's an option, or you can use scrap paper. Your flowers don't have to be the same shade of pink. Some of them can be darker and some of them can be lighter. If you have any leaves on your branches, you can color those one shade of green or light and dark green. Once you get the oil pastel coloring part finished, you're gonna paint your vase, and you're gonna paint the little illustrations, or well, they might not be small. Mine were kind of small. Whatever your elements are that you put in your pattern or in your picture on your vase, you're going to paint those blue. Now, the way that you're going to achieve different values with your blue is by starting out with a really light, watered down blue. Or I guess you could mix blue with white if you have white paint, and then you would have a light blue, and then you could have a medium blue with one layer of blue watercolor paint in areas. And then you could always put another layer of straight blue on top of that medium layer of blue paint, and that will give you three different values of blue paint. Watercolor inherently, I think, has different values in it because inevitably the paint will pool in certain areas, and so it's going to look darker in some areas than in others. But if you want to make this more intentional and on purpose in your design, then you can just go over certain areas after the first layer has dried again with darker paint or with another layer of paint. So it'll be really technically more paint, but it'll be more saturation is the art technical term for that. I need to plan out what you paint blue and what you paint lighter shade of blue and a darker shade of blue. I really only have a couple different values in mind. And I had to do some planning when it came to painting the center of my flowers, because otherwise they would have all been the same shade of blue. So I just outlined the smaller petals and left them white. But you can plan that and design that part of your composition and your vase however you want. All right, everybody, I kept it short and sweet because I know you have a lot to do today and I didn't want to take up too much of your time. So enjoy your blue porcelain vase painting and coloring in your cherry blossoms. I told you before, but if you want to paint your cherry blossoms, you're welcome to do that. You'll just mix red and white paint because you probably don't have pink watercolor paint. So you can paint the whole thing, or you can do oil pastels and paint. All right, see you next class.